guys! I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Inspirations. That's my podcast about knitting and yarn dyeing. I'm a French indie dyer. I live near Paris and my name is Christelle. Today is episode 6 of season 5. It's Sunday morning. It's 10:15 a.m. Soon we'll be leaving to spend the day with my family, so lots of how do you say that, knitting. Well, my husband is going to drive, so I'm going to have a lot of knitting time today in the car, which I love. So I'm very excited about today. It's the birthday of my niece. She's 8 today. No, she turned 8 earlier this week, but we are celebrating her birthday today. And we are going to see my sisters, my parents, and the family of my brother-in-law. So it's going to be a wonderful family day. I'm very happy about that, and lots of knitting as well. So such a good day ahead, I hope. Touching wood. So guys, today I wanted to talk to you about the Sock Knitter's Almanac colorway for November. I wanted to share with you a bit of the colors I created for Barcelona. I had quite the urge to create some crazy funky colors, so I'm going to show them to you. And then just a quick update on the knitting, and we will be done for the week. So about the Sock Knitter's Almanac, it's a bit different this month. If you're new around here, the Sock Knitter's Almanac is a monthly colorway that I create. It's closely linked to the month, to the ongoing month, and usually the theme I'm choosing is always has always a connection with the month. So for November it's a bit different, because this time around I had this idea that, you know, November is not really, it's like it's in between two quite important celebrations. Like Christmas is just around the corner, but it's not really Christmas time yet. Halloween has just come and gone, and it's done. But once you're in November, it's finished. Halloween, it's really not the same spirit and vibes. So November, yeah, it's a bit in the middle, and I thought it would be the perfect time, you know, just before all the rush of the Christmas period. It would be the perfect time to take a bit of time for yourself, to slow down, and to maybe enjoy a knitting retreat, right? And that got me going, and I was like, I cannot go on a knitting retreat so short notice, and I mean, it's I'm kind of, you know, I have this idea of what I would like to be, of what I would like it to be, a knitting retreat. So and this month, November, I wouldn't have the time anyway. So I went on this idea of a dream. What would be my dream knitting retreat? And I thought maybe that would be a good idea for this month, you know? I told myself, okay, I'm just going to explore it, try and put together a mood board about this theme, dream knitting retreat. And I mean, it was so much fun. I didn't think I would enjoy the process so much. And if I really encourage you to go and have a look at the Pinterest board. I went wild about this, okay? Because I had actually no limit. I could just envision anything I fancied, and my dream knitting retreat is actually so cool. You have no idea, okay? So if you, what I encourage you to do is to check out the Pinterest board, to start at the bottom, because it starts at the bottom, and you will see how my ideas evolved as I was putting together the mood board. So it started, I started from 2 mood boards I had already worked on, which were personal mood boards about cozy homes and dream homes. So I started there, and I asked myself which of these settings would be just perfect for a knitting retreat. So that means lots of space, lots of cozy space, lots of fireplaces, lots of outside fireplaces, lots of trees, lots of autumn leaves in fiery colors, lots of good food, lots of food, wine, okay, in the tallest glasses, like biggest tallest glasses you can think of, like wine tasting, okay, like the most delicious food there is and the most delicious wine there is, okay, in the most beautiful settings, in the most beautiful autumn forest, okay. That's the outline of my dream knitting retreat, with good friends and super interesting classes. Okay, so I already decided that I would invite Marie Wallin to my dream knitting retreat, Stephen West, and I'm open to suggestions otherwise, because I'm aware we cannot have too many classes, because we want to be able to enjoy the time and you know, just have stretches of time to be sitting in a comfy chair and just knitting and chatting and just, you know, enjoying ourselves. So not too much on the agenda, okay, but just little gold nuggets on the agenda, okay. And in my dream knitting retreat, we get to hang out with those people after, okay. We get to do wine tasting and to eat with them as well, okay. So it's pretty cool. Okay, I've been living in my head in those fantasy of a dream knitting retreat for a couple of weeks now. And I'm really, really, really enjoying myself. So naturally, there is a yarn to go with that. So why is it different from the other months? It's because, first of all, it's not really in connection to the month. Well, loosely. It is, but very loosely. Well, there is not a lore connection or folklore or, you know, a seasonal connection to it. It's really just got my mind spinning like this. And the colorway is not actually based on the mood board. It's more based on what I had in mind and what I wanted to represent. And just think of it of the official colorway of this dream knitting retreat. And I don't know if I think I didn't, but here's a part of the mood board, but really go see the whole part because each piece is worthwhile. And I'm going to show you the yarn now, and I'm going to explain why it is like this. Well, it's not freakish or anything. So here it is, okay? So you can see you have your browns, deep browns, mahogany, and really Bordeaux. What is Bordeaux? Dark red, burgundy. Okay, you have your deep dark reds, okay, and I'm going to show them to you up close. So I wanted to, you know, the browns are for the dark woods in the home we're going to stay in, okay, dark polished wood everywhere, like in a very beautiful and fancy log cabin, but super big and super beautiful and super cozy. I even picked pictures for the bathroom, okay? I went super far about that. Then you have some mahogany, you have some deep reds, because wine tasting, guys, I love red wine, okay? I think I'm a walking French cliche about that. I really love red wine, and the more potent, the better, okay? So here it is. It's my love for red wine here, just here. And actually, I have like 3 or 4 different shades of burgundy that have different names of French wine. So you have Chinon, you have Merlot. Anyway, I love red wine. Okay, and you have just a dash of speckles. So you have Sophie there. You have a bit of pink, a bit of burgundy. You have just a tiny hint of blue, just, you know, a sprinkle of speckles. So here's this was extra thin fingering. This is the colorway on Stellina. This is the colorway on BFL. And those are on BFL and silk. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And on Lyrex. So you are all invited to join me in that Ravelry, in that daydream of a dream knitting retreat. You are all invited to join me, and I suggest that in November we knit our official knitting retreat socks together, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the starting point of something incredible that we're living here, and maybe, like, I don't know when, but sometime in the future, there will be an official Tricot Stitch retreat. It could totally happen in France, in the place we organized the Laine à l'Est festival from September. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous place. I could totally picture myself organizing such a beautiful knitting retreat there. And it's actually in a region of France with a lot of great wines. And there's always, you know, the option of having delicious foods. So yeah, I think it could totally work, but my dream knitting retreat would actually be in New England in fall. Okay. So what do you know, maybe it will happen one day. So just have to, you know, maybe sometimes you just have to switch on project mode and start, you know, exploring the options. I went to Rhinebeck one year like this. I told myself, why not? And we went, and we stayed in a beautiful farmhouse in which we could actually organize a very cool knitting retreat. And it was awesome. So you never know. You never know. Maybe it's the starting point of something. The pattern I'm suggesting for this month is by Adrienne Koo. It's a variation of a simple skip, very successful pattern, and instead of stocking the little slip stitch motif one above the other, is you know, I'm not finding the word. It's not stacked one above the other, it's on the side, so you have kind of broken ribs, and it's lovely. So the picture is here, and that's it for the November. So tell me if you're planning to join. Tell me if you're enjoying this mood board. I know I am. I could like live in it. And now I'm going to show you the colorways for Barcelona. So for Barcelona, I wanted to, you know, bring along a lot of Tricot Stitch classics in terms of colorways. So I will have those, but I don't know why I really wanted to have something very bright and cheerful and lots of colors, and so I came up with those basically. So this is Prism, which is exactly what I wanted for this festival. Okay, this could be yeah. This is a new colorway. This is actually very crazy because there is a lot of colors, and I really love the way all the colors are transitioning into one another like this. It's crazy beautiful. I love that colorway so much. So this is Prism, and it's actually my favorite from all those. Look at this. Look at this saturation, guys. It's gorgeous. So this is actually my favorite colors that I created for Barcelona. I have another one which is there's even more colors. It's called Dream Flowers because I'm really dreaming a lot this month. And it has a lot of colors, and again I love how the colors are saturated, how they transition from one to the other, and a lot of interesting things happening when the colors meet each other, and it's actually a mesmerizing colorway, really. So this is Dream Flower, and it will be at Barcelona Knits as well, and I have to change my battery. I'll just back. Okay, so done. And for those two colorways, I wanted to create some, you know, semi-solid coordinated colorways. So I have a lot of those that I really enjoyed dyeing, very saturated, very bright, that are going to associate very well with those colorways. And the other palette of colors that I wanted to explore was everything around copper and copper oxide. So this is the name of this colorway, actually, copper oxide. So you have your regular copper here and copper oxide here, and that's really a color that I enjoy working on. Those coppery tones, bronze tones, and copper oxide here. And I love, again, how the color is transitioning from one color to the other. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love my job. So this is the three colors I've imagined. Part of the colors I've created for Barcelona Knits. There is a lot more beautiful, bright colors that I will have with me at my booth. I don't know if you will be able to make it there. It's on the 5th and 6th of November at the World Trade Center in Barcelona. So if you are Tricot et Stitch podcast viewer, please come and say hi. I will be so happy to meet with you. And the last thing I wanted to share with you in the podcast today is the tiny progress I've made on the projects I can actually show you, okay? Because my design project, for which I needed to, you know, the design on which I had to work to send the pattern and the sample is done, so that's cool. The pattern is almost done, the sample is knit, so I'm very happy to be done with that, because it was a lot of pressure this month to deliver on that. And then I had some free time to knit on other things, so I made good progress on the advent calendar pattern, which is super cool. I'm really enjoying myself. So it's always a good sign when you're designing something and you can't wait to pick up the needles again just to design the next part of the project. To me, it's a strong indication that I'm going on the right path. It's actually how I decide to keep going or to stop on a design when I'm procrastinating on picking it up again, and you know, I'm not feeling the itch to work on it. Usually it's a creative piece, a creative line that maybe I'm going to drop and do something else. And this time around, I'm super happy with how it's turning out, and I can't wait to work on it. So I'll be sharing that quite soon, actually, because the first clue of this Mystrical drops on December 1st. You can totally join with any yarn you want. I think I will put the pattern on sale on Ravelry around mid-November, but I will tell you more about that closer to the date. But yeah, I'm very happy with how it's, you know, it's so cool. And I was able to finish my September sock. So this is the Cozy Autumn Socks by This Handmade Life. It's gorgeous. I really like how it knitted up. This is the very start of the second sock, because I really want to have the pair very quickly, because the single sock situation is getting totally out of control. I have pairs up until March of this year, and then starting from April I have one sock per month but no pairs. So we are close to being in crisis here, okay? It is close to crisis mode. So no, I definitely want to have a pair for this one. I want to end this cycle of single socks. And I cast on for the October sock, which is knitted out of my Season of the Witch colorway, which was a huge hit, guys. Thank you so much for ordering. I know some of you ordered from overseas. from lots of different countries. So thank you so much. I know it's a big gap to jump because shipping costs are really high, but I'm so grateful for your orders, guys. Thank you so much. So this is Season of the Witch knitting up on Stellina, and I'm really enjoying this sock. It's just so perfect for the season. And also I wanted to share with you the little squares that I crocheted and knitted to show you how the colorway behaves when crocheted and knitted up. So this is crochet, it's a simple granny square, and I really love how the colors are distributed. It's really different from knitting, and I really enjoy crocheting variegated yarn. I think the result is really beautiful. So this is your regular garter stitch and crochet. And what I really love about this colorway, I'm going to attempt and show you very up close. I don't know if you can distinguish, but the way the colors are, you know, again behaving when they are coming close to each other. You see colors variation here that are absolutely beautiful. This depth of colors with the ochre and oranges, and just the sprinkle of pink and gray, and I love it. I love my job. Okay, that's it for this week, guys. So don't forget, next week, no podcast on Monday. It will be on Tuesday, November the 1st, for the podcast at 5 p.m. Paris time, as usual on YouTube. The newsletter will be sent out at the same time. There will be a surprise shop update on Tuesday, so I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm working on it right now. I'm almost done dyeing the surprise shop update for Tuesday. I can't wait to share it with you. It will be a double surprise, actually, but I will tell you all about it on Tuesday. I hope you'll tune in, and don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter, because again, for example, the Christmas boxes went very quickly last update. And if you don't receive the newsletter and you don't watch the podcast when it's uploaded, you might not even have a chance to poke around to have a peek around the Etsy shop and see if there's something you'd like to order. So the newsletter is really the best way to be kept in the loop. So thank you again for staying with me to the end of the podcast. Thank you so much. I wish you a lovely week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you. Bye, guys.